Welcome back to We're Not Really Here. I'm Natalie Pike and I am still joined by Michael Brown and Richard Dunne. And that second half certainly gave us something to have a little party about here in the studio. So the game finished 3-0, 3 second half goals. 3 goals all coming right at the start there of the second half. And that now takes us 17 points clear at the top of the Premier League. We officially, mathematically need another 14 points, but that is only if second place Man United win all their games as well. So there's a lot of maths to do there, but all you really need to know is we are 17 points clear at the top of the Premier League as it stands right now. So a much better second half performance from the Blues. They came right out. What a pep talk at half time. They just took it up to another level and then it was never in question. So Michael, what did you make of that second half?
Well, it was a wonderful start. We said Pep's good at half-time, but I never expected it to be so quick, the reaction. And it was all about the quality, the delivery. Cancelo with his right foot. I think they'll be disappointed from a Fulham point of view regarding conceding that. But John Stones, his celebrations again, putting his arms up and scoring goals, not just playing well, now getting in all the goals and creating opportunities. And from then on, Fulham were just, making mistakes. City, fantastic pressing, really getting on top, creating obviously more chances, mistakes, and then seeing the game off. Very comfortable in the end for Manchester City. Fabulous second half from really a not so good first one.
Yes, his 5th goal this season from John Stones, and we can hear it from him now.
John, well done tonight. 3 goals in 15 minutes, secured the points. What did you make of the game overall?
Really difficult. Give a lot of credit to Fulham. The way they play the football, I don't think it reflects on where they are in the table. Strong opposition, played really well and made it difficult for us in the first half. Really hard to find space in the pockets, space in behind. And yeah, we were trying everything, came out second half and corrected a few things and great to just get 3 points again and another clean sheet.
The manager made a lot of changes for this game. How much of an impact did that have on the first half, do you think?
I don't think it did personally. I think we've all played so many games. We know that the squad's rotated because of the schedule or whatever it might be that the manager decides. We all know our roles and responsibilities, and I feel like everyone that came in today, deserves every bit of credit that they get for the 3 points and the way that we played, the way that we fought and stayed so patient, which is difficult in moments like this.
Got Aguero on the pitch, Jesus on the pitch. You got things going, which must be pretty satisfying. Yeah,
really satisfying. I'm glad to get on the score sheet again. We know that they keep such a high line from set pieces. So I just tried to time my run as best as I could, and the ball was great from Zhao. We told him to go over earlier to have an in-swinging ball, and it paid off.
With Gareth Southgate about to name his England squad, is that something that's been playing on your mind this week at all, through this season, something to focus on?
Yeah, definitely. It's a massive honour for me, and being out of the squads has been really difficult. I've said it previously. I think it's been a motivation for me, and I've worked really hard to get back in the team here over the last year, end of last year, and that the England call up, or if it comes, is progress from what I've done for City and what I've done out on the pitch.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
That was the thoughts of John Stones opening the scoring in tonight's game, coming just 2 minutes into the second half there with his 5th goal of the season. And Richard, after such a bit of a stale first half, scoring so quickly, it was the perfect start to the second half.
It was, and it seemed to really unsettle Fulham. They seemed to be still wondering what happened with the first goal, and then by the time they sorted it out, they were 3-0 down. And certainly the second goal was a lot of errors. Left Jesus free, and he was making sure he stuck it in the back of the net. He lashed it in once he got the opportunity. But that's all it took. It just took that 15 minutes to raise the level of the intensity, force them to make mistakes and win the game. And after that, they could take their foot off the gas a little bit and relax and sit back. But a really good performance in the second half and much more enjoyable.
Yeah, as Richard said, Jesus scored there. It's his 12th goal of the season. Not a bad return so far for him. And it came up it was from a mistake from Fulham. We were able to keep playing our game and stay focused and stay intense, but the mistakes from Fulham really started to creep in, didn't they?
Well, it would, and I think they worked extremely hard in the first half, as John Stone said. Didn't leave many gaps, didn't leave opportunities for City, but once the mistake was there and it starts to open up, I think City are clinical. And as soon as you start leaving any sort of space, City were really quick. They try and create things, try and get some passes, Fulham, and then straight away, Jesus was on top of it. Great finish. I think under that sort of pressure as well, and I think Sergio Aguero's back in the pitch, he's probably thinking, here we go, how much more have I got left in the team? For him to get a goal, I think it's a real bonus, and it was so comfortable from that on. How amazing the game just changed once you give City a lead. And I keep saying the delivery was good for the first goal. At that point, set the tone. Fulham were then a little bit nervous, making those mistakes. So comfortable. And then we've seen City really cruise home.
Lovely. We've now got the pleasure, and you know how much I love his post-match interview, so I'm excited for this, of hearing from our manager, Pep Guardiola.
Pep, congratulations. You said these are the games you enjoy when you win. What was your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah. Great performance with a team like is so physical and good ideas, but we were brilliant. And in the beginning of the second half was important, and important victory for us. 8 games left, we are closer.
What was your message at half-time?
We were brilliant. Don't make mistakes behind for the stadium, defend well the set pieces, make a good build-up, and of course the set pieces that we scored a goal help us a lot. And after the brilliant action, our pressing for the second and third goal. This team in the last games concede few goals, and in this stadium is so difficult, and we make a good game.
After conceded in the last 2 games, important to get a clean sheet again tonight.
Yeah, of course. The dynamic of the season is good, and we concede 3 goals for our throw-in in our third, and today we didn't concede it, and that's good. So satisfied. So now we have 3 weeks, I think, until the next game for the Premier League. Now stop. Now have 2 finals in the Champions League and FA Cup, but the team is ready to try it.
So we spoke about Sergio before the game. How important was it to get those minutes and to get back on the score sheet in the Premier League?
Of course, important. For him, to score a goal is everything, and Gabriel as well. So Varane played incredible, good game too. So all the team was brilliant.
How important was these last 2 results, particularly with an important Champions League game next?
Of course, win helps to win the next one. Of course, different competition, and there is no second option in the next game. But we're going to Budapest to prepare well and give everything to go next stage.
Thank you, Pep.
You're very welcome.
And that was the thoughts of our manager, Pep Guardiola, wearing his regular open arms hoodie that we see him wearing on the touchline a lot this season, which is, of course, a charity that Pep supports. So going on into our third goal, Richard, I want to talk about it because obviously it was a penalty by my man, Sergio Aguero. And I'm going to say it doesn't matter the quality of the penalty. What matters is the fact that he scored, he gets his confidence, and he is off the score sheet now since he's come back, and that is only good for the club.
Yeah, I think people talk, don't they? It's so long since Sergio Aguero scored a goal and this and that, but it's the minutes on the pitch which he's not had, so the goals haven't come. But he nearly slipped over taking the penalty, but it finished in the back of the net. And for centre forwards, they mean everything. Goals are what they live off, and he'll be delighted, and certainly to have played 90 minutes. I think when he started here against West Ham, by the time he came off, he looked tired. But tonight he kept going strong, and there wasn't many chances in the game, so he'd be pleased to get a penalty and get the goal.
Thrilled for him to get a goal there. And of course, two forwards and a central defender that scores. Nice way to round it round for us. So, also in Pep's interview there, I mentioned obviously the game on Tuesday night, huge game, Champions League second leg, Borussia Mönchengladbach. What are you thinking ahead of that game? How are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling confident. It's a Champions League game. We've got to be aware of that, and sometimes we feel it's going to be really, really comfortable for Manchester City because we've been spoilt, and just tells you there about the detail that they put in and the respect that they have for sides, and especially Fulham there first half. They said they were really good. Pep felt the side were excellent. He'll be aware also of the dangers of Mönchengladbach. And yes, there's a lead, and it looks really good for City, but I think they'll be really concentrating. They'll be aware. They've seen them now. They'll be looking for any little holes and try and dominate possession. I think that's what they did in the first leg, limited Mönchengladbach to no opportunities, just 60-odd minutes or something. So it was comfortable. But it's the Champions League, be aware of it. I just want to progress as comfortable as possible. But it's been a really, good couple of days for the football club. But now, as the league looks more likely, I would say it as that at the moment, because we know the dangers that if you get too carried away. Champions League is so important for me. I really think the club need to progress, need to try and get in the latter stages where it's going to be difficult. So a real interesting game. We've got to travel again. The workload is going to be incredible for the players. I'm just talking about Sergio Aguero. It'd be interesting seeing him walking down those stairs in the morning. 90 minutes is such a long time. He might be a little bit stiff. He might have to get ice bath, massage, full recovery. But the Lord will be looking after him tomorrow. That's for certain.
And obviously thinking ahead, as we say, so many games we played, got that trip to make as well. It's a difficult question, but what sort of team do you think we might be expecting to start on Tuesday night?
It's impossible to guess who's going to start the games. I think we've seen with Diaz and Silva coming off, them two may have a fair chance of starting, and obviously you've got the Bruyne, but it's all right having a big squad and a good squad, but what City have at the moment is a big squad with a lot of players in good form. So coming into this stage of the season is important, and throughout the year we've seen the rotation, and that only bears fruition when the players come to this stage of the season in good form, looking fit, looking like they've all played enough minutes, and that's what they've done. And like Michael says, that game on Tuesday is one of those you look at and you go, it's 2-0, it's over, it's already done. But the Champions League has so much quality, it's going to be difficult.
I was just looking at that. We were talking about Bernardo Silva coming off the pitch. Well, you think, well, he's a definite to start. And I was just trying to work it out. Rodri, Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, who didn't play in the first leg. You just can't guess. You're almost sort of, as a manager, thinking, well, we'll try and work that out, what City do different. Well, the three centre-backs have played, so which one of those will go? And will we see a false nine? Will we see a striker? It must be so difficult to plan against.
We all have our own favourite Man City team and our favourite Man City formation, but whatever team goes out on the pitch for the game day, they look strong as that, and so they don't look like there's a weakness amongst them. And it must be amazing being in the group, being in that squad with the confidence and just knowing, well, I hope I play, but if I don't, I know whoever's coming in is going to be great anyway.
It's a blessing. I get really excited to hear the teams that are playing in every game, and obviously there's so many games at the minute. We're going to take a look now at our next 5 fixtures, and it's a real variety of fixtures. As we were just mentioning there, we've got our round of 16 game in the Champions League Tuesday night. That is an 8 o'clock kickoff, and that is against, of course, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then next Saturday, we are in FA Cup action. It is the 6th round, and we play Everton. That is 5:30. Of course, for all of the games you get, we're not really here an hour before kickoff. On Saturday, you get Richard and I again. So that is 5:30. You can catch us from 4:30. So Tuesday night, Champions League. Saturday, the FA Cup. Then there is an international break. So you get a little break from City that you've really not had in a while. And City are back in action on Saturday, the 3rd of April. That is against Leicester City. Of course, these might be changed depending on what gets selected for TV. We don't know yet. They've not done it yet. But then on Saturday, the 10th of April, currently it's in for City versus Leeds. That's Premier League. That's at home. And then Saturday, the 17th of April, Aston Villa away. And as you'll see, there starts to be some weeks there where we're not playing 2 games. But don't forget, if we get through in the Champions League, that's 2 more games. If we get through in the FA Cup, that's another game for April. So don't be thinking that you get time to relax just yet, Blues. There's a long way to go until the end of the season. Now let's have a little look at the table, and it does look as glorious as ever. You can see Manchester City there at the top. We've played 30 now, 71 points. A huge 71 points. So, incredible opportunity there to finish the season with 90 plus points, which would just be insane. In second place there, you can see Manchester United, who we are 17 points ahead of. They play tomorrow. Third place, Leicester City, 53 points. And you've got Chelsea in fourth on 51. You then have West Ham there in fifth. Now, West Ham have 2 games in hand on Chelsea, and they're on 48 points. And West Ham, of course, play United tomorrow. So that is a bit of an exciting not quite a 6-pointer, but an important game for the teams trying to go for the top 4 there. And then in sixth place, you have the top team in Liverpool currently, which is Everton, and they are on 46 points. So a great night for the Blues. Oh, one last thing to do. You'll all go mad at me if I forget. We've got to reveal the mystery blue. So we were in agreement in the studio. We all felt that it was Ali Benarbia. There was a few different guesses came in on the Twitter tonight. So let's have a little reveal now. Who was the mystery blue this evening? Hey! It was Ali Benarbia. And as mentioned before the show, I have had the pleasure of interviewing Ali Benarbia a few times, and wow, he's a real gentleman. What a lovely man. One of my favourite guests that I ever interviewed on City Square, and hopefully we'll do again on City Square when fans are back soon. So, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me this evening. Michael, give us a last few wrap-up words on tonight's performance and looking ahead to Tuesday.
I think it's another excellent performance from Manchester City in the end. Wasn't the greatest of first halves, but it was about the result. City march on again. I think it looks inevitable now. Touch wood, that City have won the Premier League. I can't see any different. And now the Champions League. Big weeks, no rest for these players, and difficult schedule. And then on to international week. So after that, it's going to be full on again. But I think this squad are really developing, adapting really well. Seeing goals from different areas, from defenders, different rotations. So it's been a really good evening for Manchester City.
I got goosebumps there when you said that about the league. I was thinking, it's him saying it's not me. It's yes, very, very exciting prospects. And Richard, final thought from you. Good night, and looking forward to the Champions League game now.
Fantastic tonight, just a real professional performance, and like Pep says, it's 3 weeks now. They can forget about the Premier League. They're in a great position, and Tuesday night's a huge one. We want to get far in the Champions League. We want to be successful in it, and it's a game we can win, and I think everyone's really looking forward to it.
So thank you very much, Richard. Thank you very much, Michael, for joining me. And thank you all for watching at home, wherever you are in the world. We really appreciate your time watching us and supporting the Blues. So that is 13 away wins in a row now for the Blues, 17 points clear at the top of the Premier League. And our attention turns to the elusive Champions League. Our next opponent's Borussia Mönchengladbach. I did so well all night with that, didn't I? The last stumble there on Tuesday night, where we will hope to advance to the next stage of the Champions League and hopefully this season fulfill our ultimate dream. Good evening, Blues.